was thinking, why is there a turkey in that truck? I'm gonna leave now. Hey guys, I'm back here down at the farm, down by the pond and at the cabin. And it looks a little different than probably the last time I showed you. If I remember right, we were just talking about knocking out the concrete. And it's coming up on hunting season, which is coming up on winter. And we wanted to get this wall closed off since it was wide open the way you saw it. And my dad's kind of been getting here and doing some work that he's maybe shouldn't be doing on his own. So rather than getting the camera out, I kind of jump in and just help do the work, the heavy lifting, that kind of thing. So I haven't shown you much, but let's take a quick update. So the concrete, same mess it always was. We went and borrowed that jackhammer again and spent another 6 hours just hammering away at this thing and finally got it down low enough that it would be below that lowest board. I do need, it does have clearance, it has clearance, don't worry, except for right there, I need to get the grinder out and grind just a little bit more, because then we're going to have that steel siding, that corrugated sheeting come down on this side. And it shouldn't be touching that. That's just inviting moisture, that's inviting critters. So we got to grind that down just a little bit more. But otherwise, I think we're in good shape there. You builders out there who might know different, let me know. Am I doing this wrong? It is just a cabin. So it's not a permanent home. Nobody's living out of it. It's just going to be used a couple of times a year. Anyway, once we got that ground down, there is a telephone pole that was sunk. You can maybe see just a little bit of it. Sunk inside the concrete. So I'm sure they framed it and then they poured the concrete. And that was in the middle and we found it when we knocked the concrete out. So we got a new treated 2x6 that ran the entire length of this, a 16-footer. And it's anchored in there and there and there. And then we put a cross member on top. There's actually two of these, one on the inside of this also to make it twice as thick so that the cross member is sitting on that. Then we put the floor back in, which is the way it is throughout the rest of the cabin. So we just wanted to match that. Then I put and framed the stud wall on top of it. So we are now to the point of, we've sheeted most of it. We've gone up to the peak. We've gone across that seam right there. So now this thing is a whole lot stiffer than it was before. It used to be a sheet went up to it and stopped right at that seam. Now we're starting at the top, crossing that seam. So this is one sheet of wood, that made that stronger. The other side didn't rot out, so I don't think we're going to change anything there. But because we had to tear this whole side off anyway, we did it this way to add a little bit of strength. We've got it sheeted over here, and this is actual plywood that kind of helps in the corner to keep it from racking too bad. Same thing in that corner. And then we've had just OSB in here because it's just not doing that much for strength. We've left this one open because it makes it easier to get in and out when you park right there, rather than walking around and up the stairs and on the deck and through the crappy door. But today I am going to seal that little hole off. I've got a roll of tar paper in there, and I'm going to actually tar paper this from bottom to top like you would with siding to seal it up for the fall and winter and spring. That way this stuff doesn't get water on it constantly and try to rot before we get a chance to put steel siding on it. But once I have the tar paper on, I'm going to feel pretty comfortable about that. So seal it up, tar paper. That's probably all I'm going to do today. I'm also going to walk around the farm and check on deer stands and see what there is to see out there. Just found a salamander. I was digging the dirt out a little bit around this corner so it can't get up there and try to rot it. And this thing came flying out when I dumped a shovel of dirt. I don't think I hurt him. I think I just kind of ruined his home. We'll let him go burrow back into the pile. Flint, leave him be. Well, I'm kind of tired again. Went and played with some deer stands for a little while and didn't really get all that I wanted done, but at least I have this sealed up. It's not perfect, it's not pretty, but it'll survive a couple of months till spring before we're ready to start working on it again. Gonna have to dig a little bit more dirt out around here. I just worked the shovel a little bit. That dirt level is up enough that it's gonna rot that beam if we don't scoop it out. So I think we'll take the tractor, scoop that out, make it all real nice. Anyway, I'm tired. I got an hour drive before I get home, and I need a shower. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.